gonna take you into my favorite grocery store ever, and we're gonna go grocery shop together. I'm gonna show you guys the items that I get at the grocery store pretty much every single week, and just give you guys a better idea of how I eat, and maybe give you guys some ideas of some better food options to get while you're out shopping. So let's go. Okay, so I'm in the produce and I get a lot of my groceries here. I like to get broccoli. I get spinach a lot. I don't really know where it is right now because it's down there. I love asparagus. Asparagus is really good for you. All the green vegetables, super good. You should have a lot of those in your diet. I just now really like Brussels sprouts. I have a fire recipe for them. They're so good. As for bell peppers, I get that. I just get like a whole bunch of vegetables all the time. It's really important that you keep them in your diet and try to get all the servings of fruits and vegetables every day. So yeah, spend a lot of time in your produce section at your store. Potatoes are a super good source. I love sweet potatoes more than russet potatoes, but both are really good for you. It's a great carb source. They keep you full longer. They have a lot of vitamins in them. Honestly, I just like sweet potatoes over regular, but any type of potato, good carb source. Okay, so now I'm in the meat section for protein. Right now, I'm not eating chicken or turkey. I haven't eaten beef or pork in like 3 years, but if you want to eat that, that's fine. Your best bet is to get leaner cut meat, so I'll show you guys over here. Okay, so you want to get leaner cut meats, and by that you should look at like the lean to fat ratio on the packages, and that's because the leaner it is, the more protein it has and the less amount of fat. So in the 80-20% ratio of ground beef, if that's 23 grams of fat per serving, which is probably like a third of someone's fat percent for the day, and opposed to 8 grams in the 93.7. And same goes for turkey, and different cuts of chicken or different parts of the chicken have different fat and protein levels, but you always want to get leaner meat. I love this, but I don't eat it all the time just because I know it's obviously not like real food. Like, it's obviously still processed in a way. But I mean, if you're like newly vegan or plant-based or something, it's a good alternative. I really like it. I feel like it tastes like regular burgers, and I haven't had an actual hamburger in like 3 years. But I would eat turkey burgers when I eat turkey, but I really like this. It's really good, but it's quite expensive. It's like $8 a packet. So right now I'm like pescatarian and I'm only eating fish, but even when I would eat my other stuff, I always keep fish in my diet. I love salmon. Salmon is great for you. It has really low fat and it's high in protein. It's super easy. It's kind of expensive, but not really. It has a lot of omegas for you, so it's really good. It's a great, it's just a great food source. I highly recommend eating salmon. I also eat shrimp and tuna, but I don't have any out right now. Okay, for cheese, I don't eat cheese. I'm dairy free, at least I aim to be dairy free. I'll eat something sometimes that obviously have cheese or milk in it, but I just prefer to be dairy free. It's a preference. I'm not lactose or anything, but dairy's really not that great for you, just saying. I eat eggs pretty much every day. I don't really care. There's no nutritional difference between brown eggs and white eggs. Don't believe that. So it really doesn't matter. But I usually have like 1 or 2 eggs, and then I throw in some egg whites too with it. Egg whites do have more sodium in them than just a whole egg, but you're only getting the protein out of here. So both are cool, but I get those all the time. I've always loved pasta, and it's a really great complex carb. It keeps you full for longer. It's essentially really low in fat, and it has a moderate amount of protein. I get this pasta now. It's really good for you. It has pea protein in it. It has different shapes if that matters. And its macros, it has like 1 gram of fat, 36 grams of carbs, and 10 grams of protein compared to a gram of fat, 42 grams of carbs, and 7 grams of protein in like your standard whole wheat pasta. You always want to get whole wheat pasta too, by the way, but I highly recommend this. It tastes the exact same. You get a little bit more protein, a little bit less carb than you would, but I mean, just up your serving size instead. My favorite. All right, oats are the GOAT. I love oatmeal. I eat oatmeal pretty much every single day. I usually have it for breakfast. I add it in my smoothies. Oatmeal, super, super good for you. It has fiber in it, pretty low in fat, a great amount of carbs, keeps you full, has a little bit of protein in it as well. I just get the 1 minute quick oats. I'm not a big girl. I don't like old-fashioned oats. I get oatmeal, put a little bit of cinnamon, put some blueberries. Best thing ever. So, I don't really eat any cereal, but when I do, I'll show you which one I get. I love, I'm such an old woman. I love Raisin Bran Crunch. It's so good. Believe me, it's awesome. And what is it? The peanut butter Cheerios. Chocolate peanut butter Cheerios. This is so good. I love these. I eat these a lot. They actually have a little bit of better macros than regular Honey Nut Cheerios, but whatever. I don't eat cereal that much because it has added sugar and it's not really good for you. But I mean, it's nice to have every now and then. I do eat those, or I at least eat that one on a regular basis more so than Raisin Bran now, because Raisin Bran has a lot of sugar in it from the raisins, even though it's kind of okay because it's a fruit, but I'd rather eat those. I love peanut butter. I know a lot of people are allergic to nuts or have a nut allergy. If you do, you can always substitute with, well, if you're allergic to peanut butter, I guess get almond butter if you're not allergic to almonds. I don't know how that works. Or you can get flax seeds, hemp seeds are a really great alternative as well. They have the same, like a good amount of fat in them and healthy carbs and everything as well. But I love peanut butter. I get the natural one. Don't know if that makes a big difference. Almond milk. I love almond milk. I've been drinking almond milk since 2013. I get the unsweetened, wherever it is. I usually get unsweetened original. I don't know where it is. I can't taste the difference between that one and the vanilla one. This one is like okay. It just has like a little bit higher amount of sodium in it, so that's why I don't really get it anymore. But I love almond milk. I know this is cashew too, but get plant-based milk, they're cool. Eat chips and things that much, but my favorite ones, these are a really healthy snack. They're made out of chickpeas, which are garbanzo beans, and I've only tried the barbecue flavor, but they have a few other ones. This is like my favorite chip, super, super good. Other than that, I like Sun Chips, and I get like low sodium Lay's if like I have like a unhealthy one, but I don't really eat chips. Another snack that I like Skinny Pop. Not because it's so skinny, that doesn't matter. That's just their name, but no, seriously. I like this one, it's sweet and salty. Their regular, like, non-flavored one is good. All these I like. I don't really like this one, though. I tried it, it's not that good. I like lime stuff, I don't like that one. This one's my favorite. So, those other chips are, like, some really good, like, pretty low-calorie, better for you chips, popcorn versions, if you like that stuff. Ice cream. I like these. They're really good. I like them. It's a great ice cream snack. They're really tiny though, so don't expect a big ice cream sandwich, but good choice. I don't eat ice cream like that, or like anything really, but I like those. Okay, for oil, you honestly, I mean, if you're trying to get like more fat in, go ahead and use it, but the serving size and the macro for fat on oil is not the best. For literally a tablespoon, which is the serving size, which y'all know how much a tablespoon is 14 grams of fat, which is a lot. And although these spray oils claim to be 0 calorie and like 0 fat, they do have a little bit in it if you're like really spraying it, but I use spray oil. I don't really use that. I don't ever really fry foods. I use an air fryer. So yeah, I like coconut oil. I can't find it, but I use coconut spray oil. I mean, olive oil, whatever. It doesn't matter. It's your choice, but I like coconut oil because it has a higher cooking degree. Like, and then for pancake syrup, I get this one. It has 0 sugars in it and 0 calories. It's pretty good. I like it. It tastes awesome. I put it on my oatmeal. I don't really eat pancakes that much, but I mean, whenever I do, which I make out of oats, I use this. Really good. It's like $3, but it's totally worth it in my opinion. So basically, when I was editing this, I realized that I didn't make an outro, but that's fine. Basically, to sum everything up, you want to spend a lot of time in your produce section. I didn't go in depth about a lot of the fruits and things that I get, but I'm a big fruit girl. I love pineapple, mango, tangerine, strawberries, blueberries, apples, grapes. I like fruit. Fruits and vegetables, get a lot of that. The bulk of your diet really should come from natural whole foods, things that come from nature. So spend a lot of time in your produce section. It'll do your body well. You'll thank yourself in the long run. Don't force yourself to get things you don't like. Just pick the few that you do like and, you know, eat an abundance of those. But I mean, if you're only liking a few, then you should seek alternatives to maybe, if you're not really like a vegetable person, maybe if you like smoothies, throw in a handful of kale or spinach in with them. You won't taste it, but you're still getting a serving in, you know, things like that. If you don't like a lot of fruit, maybe, I guess, try some other ones that you might not like, or you think you don't like. You might end up liking them. I was a very picky eater growing up, and I eat a lot more than what I used to. So things like that, but spend a lot of time in your produce section. Everything else I pretty much explained, like my snacks that I like to get whenever I am like snacking or whatever. But I mainly snack on fruits just because I have a really big sweet tooth, so I will go off and go and eat like candy or, you know, just something that I really shouldn't. So I try to limit. I don't ever buy things like that, so I'm not tempted. But I mean, if I'm like really craving something, I'll go eat it. I'm not gonna like kick myself over, like if I want to go have a donut or some cake or something. I pretty much explained everything else. I'll probably make other videos like this just because I really like grocery shopping and I really like going to the grocery store. So hope you guys like this video.